how Elon Musk became one of the richest men in the world. Elon Reeve Musk is a name that has become synonymous with innovation, disruption, and futuristic ambition. Born on June 28, 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa, Musk is an entrepreneur, engineer, and visionary who has built companies that transformed entire industries: online payments, electric vehicles, renewable energy, artificial intelligence, aerospace, and satellite internet. He's the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, founder of companies like X.com, which became PayPal, Neuralink, and The Boring Company, co-creator of OpenAI, and the mind behind Starlink, a space-based internet network serving millions across the globe. Musk has won admiration not just for his wealth, but for his ability to turn impossible ideas into reality. But his rise to becoming one of the richest men on Earth wasn't smooth. It was radical, risky, and relentless. Elon Musk didn't become one of the richest men in the world by luck. His rise was engineered through curiosity, risk, and building companies that shifted the future of humanity. His journey began in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa, where he grew up different from other kids. He was introverted, often bullied, but he found refuge in books, science fiction, engineering, computers, and stories about inventors who changed the world. At 10, he discovered computers, and within 2 years, he was already writing code. He taught himself programming without teachers, without classes, without guidance, just trial, error, curiosity, and persistence. At 12, he built a game called Blastar and sold it. It wasn't a big financial moment, but it was a psychological one. It proved something important to him, that the value you create can come directly from your mind, your skills, and your willingness to build. At 17, Musk left South Africa and moved to Canada, not because life was comfortable there, but because it was a gateway to North America, where he believed the real future was being built. His early days in Canada were far from glamorous. He worked tough jobs, including cleaning industrial boilers in lumber mills, a job so hot and dangerous that few people could handle it. He didn't complain, he adapted. That period built resilience, humility, and a strong internal narrative that comfort is optional, but progress is not. He enrolled at Queen's University, later transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in physics and economics. That combination is important. Physics gave him engineering logic, thinking in first principles, breaking complex problems down into fundamental truths. Economics gave him business strategy, understanding markets, capital, scalability, and incentives. Most people master one domain. Musk fused two, which allowed him to speak both the language of engineers and the language of investors. After university, he briefly enrolled at Stanford for a PhD, but dropped out after just 2 days because at that moment, the internet was exploding, and Musk realized that the classroom wasn't where the future was happening. The world was rewiring itself in real time, and he wanted to build inside the wave, not study it from the shore. In 1995, he co-founded Zip2 with his brother. The idea was simple but forward-thinking, to help newspapers move city information online. The execution was extreme. Musk lived in the office, coded through nights, ate simply, worked relentlessly. He wasn't building a business to look successful, he was building a business to work. In 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for over $300 million. Musk received around $22 million from the sale. This was his first real liquidity moment. He became a multi-millionaire before 30, but instead of slowing down, he leveled up. He then founded X.com, a digital financial platform built to disrupt banking. The company later evolved into PayPal, one of the earliest systems that made internet payments simple and scalable. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion, and Musk earned about $180 million from the deal. But this time, instead of slowing down, he did something even bolder. He bet almost everything on the future. He invested roughly $100 million into SpaceX, $70 million into Tesla, and $10 million into Solar City. These weren't safe bets, they were moonshots, literally. SpaceX was built to reduce the cost of space travel and make humanity multiplanetary. Tesla was pushing electric cars when the world still trusted gasoline. Solar City was expanding renewable energy access. These weren't money-first missions, they were problem-first missions. But the scale of the problems meant the scale of the upside was planetary. By 2008, everything was collapsing at once. SpaceX rockets were failing, some exploding mid-air. Tesla was burning cash, production delays piling up. The global financial crisis hit, making capital scarce. Musk was running out of money. He had to choose between saving himself financially or saving his companies. He chose the companies. He took personal loans. He poured his remaining capital into Tesla to keep it alive. He slept on factory floors, worked 20-hour days, carrying the weight of survival and innovation at the same time. He wasn't chasing motivation, he was chasing mission. Then came the turning point. Tesla went public in 2010, the first American car company IPO since Ford. SpaceX began securing NASA contracts. Tesla eventually proved profitability, then dominance. SpaceX cracked reusable rockets, reducing launch costs dramatically. Solar City pushed renewable energy into mainstream adoption. Musk's wealth didn't grow from salary, it grew from equity ownership. He owned large portions of his companies, so when Tesla became the most valuable car company in the world by market cap, his net worth surged with it. Investors weren't buying Tesla because it made more cars than others. They were buying Tesla because it made the future. SpaceX's valuation climbed even higher, powered by Starlink, a satellite internet network designed to deliver broadband globally. With rockets, satellites, AI, and interplanetary ambition, SpaceX became one of the most valuable private companies on Earth. Each funding round pushed Musk's net worth higher. Musk later acquired Twitter/X, adding platforms to his ecosystem of influence, data, AI training potential, and digital infrastructure vision. Whether people agreed or not, one pattern remained clear. He thinks in networks, not products, infrastructure, not income. The formula behind his rise was simple but extreme. Move to opportunity-dense environments, build inside emerging waves, solve global-scale problems, reinvest into bigger risks, own equity instead of chasing income, build infrastructure instead of products, and refuse to quit when failure looks certain. Elon Musk became one of the richest men not because he chased money, but because he chased impact. Money followed the future he built. And today, whether rockets are landing, cars are driving themselves, satellites are orbiting, or tunnels are being drilled beneath cities, Musk continues to prove the same thing he proved at 12, that value comes to the person who builds what the world needs next. Elon Musk's story isn't just a success story, it's a survival story, a blueprint, a reminder that wealth is not only created by working hard, but by working smart, owning what you build, thinking in first principles, and daring to invent what others are afraid to imagine. So the question isn't, how did Elon Musk become rich? The real question is, how did he change the world so aggressively that wealth became unavoidable? Because when you solve problems for millions, you become a millionaire. When you solve problems for billions, you become a billionaire. But when you solve problems for humanity, you can become one of the richest humans alive. Elon didn't rise to the top because the world believed in him. He rose because he believed in the future more than the world believed in doubt. And that is the mindset that doesn't just build wealth, it builds eras. If you enjoyed this story, take one lesson with you today. Don't chase money, chase the problem worth solving. Don't chase comfort, chase the craft worth mastering. And don't chase the future, build it. Because the richest people in the world are not the ones who predicted the future, they're the ones who built it before anyone saw it coming. And just like Musk, your story won't be defined by the moment you win, it will be defined by the moment you refuse to quit. This is your sign. Dream big, build relentlessly, and back the future you want to live in. Because one day, the world won't ask where you came from, it will ask how you did it. And when that day comes, remember, it all started with a mindset bold enough to try.